विराट कोहली आउट हुए हैं 4 बार कगिसो रबाडा को और 3 बार प्रसिद्ध कृष्णा को। ऐसे और इनसाइट्स, लॉट्स ऑफ पावर पैक प्रीव्यू एंड बिग मैचअप्स फॉर यू। ऑल दैट एंड मोर, स्टे सेट फॉर दिस वन। It's another big game here in the IPL, RCB versus Gujarat Titans, and ये पहला मुकाबला होगा at the Chinnaswamy and Bengaluru. Another big game, a lot of big hitters, and of course a flat track. We can expect though some movement not to be ruled out early. हमारी win prediction इस मुकाबले में towards RCB. I think they've built a team that is meant to play at Bangalore with a lot of big hitters and useful pacers up front. So I think एक अच्छा मुकाबला है यहाँ पे 70% mini GLs, 30% SLs for this game. Small leagues आप खेल सकते हो on Excel 11, a big giveaway waiting for you. Remember to join in. ऐप का लिंक है वीडियो के डिस्क्रिप्शन में, and don't forget to join our Telegram and Twitter @FantasyCrickPro for all the final teams and updates. Without wasting any further time, let's get straight into it. Chalte towards the weather report, which is expected to be clear for this game. While pitch report की बात की जाए, so there's no surprise here. A good average score of 189 last year, 197 in the first innings and 180 odd in the second innings. Even though आप यहाँ पे second innings में skew थोड़ा कम देख रहे हो, you will expect teams to bat second and sort of know what score they're chasing here. याद रखिए, the altitude does make the ball fly, and flatter tracks and short square boundaries, 57 meters one side, 63 meters the other side, and just 51 and 56 meters straight. So expect a lot of big hits and a flat track. दो एक चीज जिसको सब लोग रूल आउट कर जाते हैं वो ये है कि first game at Chinnaswamy, just like the Wankhede every year, you will see a little bit of movement to start off. So don't be surprised if that is the case again in this game. Expected 11 की तरफ चलते हैं. We will start with the home team RCB. यहाँ पे आपको दिखेंगे विराट कोहली, फिल सॉल्ट, रजत पाटीदार, लियम लिविंगस्टन, कृणाल पांड्या and Jitesh Sharma. Then you have Tim David in the finishing order. Bhuvneshwar Kumar expected to start, Yash Dayal, Josh Hazelwood and Suyash Sharma. And of course, Rasik can also start depending on if they want an extra pacer. GT की बात की जाए तो Josh Butler, Shubman Gill, Sai Sudarshan, Shofin Rutherford had 2 mixed games, so maybe Glenn Phillips यहाँ पे start कर जाए. Will be interesting to see who starts in that slot. शाहरुख खान, राहुल तेवटिया, Washington Sundar पहले खेल चुके हैं for RCB, hence I'm expecting him to get a game here. Rashid Khan, Kagiso Rabada, Mohammad Siraj, of course, an RCB boy for majority of his IPL career, except for those few years at SRH, and Prasidh Krishna, जो of course कर्नाटका के लिए बहुत सारी local cricket खेलते हैं, so he'll know these conditions in and out. Towards the tactical corner for this game, अब आप एक्सपेक्ट करते हैं ऑफ कोर्स अ पावर पैक बैटिंग ऑर्डर फ्रॉम बोथ लाइनअप्स. तो एक बात का ध्यान रखिए, इन केस हेजलवुड गेट्स अ क्रैक अप टॉप, हेजलवुड और भुवनेश्वर, याद रखिए इन दैट केस द मिडिल ऑर्डर ऑफ गुजरात टाइटंस एक्सेप्ट फॉर द टॉप 3 स्लाइटली वीक. तो एक ग्रैंड लीग टीम उस सिनेरियो में बिल्कुल बनती है, स्पेशली इफ जीटी इज बैटिंग फर्स्ट. दूसरी तरफ है विराट कोहली, फिल सॉल्ट, power pack batting up top, but again Rabada has positive matchups against Kohli, and again if they open up early, then Rabada and Siraj will have a full crack against Partidar and the full middle order. तो दोनों टीम्स की जो टॉप 3 है बहुत ही ज्यादा सॉलिड है, but in case 1 or 2 wickets fall early, don't be surprised if you see another collapse just like KKR yesterday. अब चलते हैं towards the teams. We will start with the player cards and we start with Virat Kohli. Of course, very good record versus the Gujarat Titans, 114 की average, and against Gujarat franchises in general. अगर आप IPL cricket बहुत पहले से देखते आ रहे हैं, even in 2016 against the old Gujarat franchise, बहुत अच्छा किया था उन्होंने against the Lions, and at Chinnaswamy, no need to speak about the record, 52 की average, 158 की strike rate, and Rabada can trouble him early, but if he plays through that matchup, then of course you can expect another good game. Phil Salt की बात की जाए तो no runs versus GT in the one game that he's played at Chinnaswamy, 30 odd runs. Again, meant for such kind of tracks with decent amount of pace, bounce, carry. ये अच्छा करेंगे. That is what we expect unless there's a eerie shot that he plays up top. Rajat Patidar versus GT, 2 matches, 54 runs, and at Chinnaswamy, अच्छा खासा record and 171 की strike rate. He'll be crucial to navigate around Rashid Khan and Sai Kishore, इनके जो तो key spinners है. Don't be surprised if Sai Kishore starts against Salt and Virat Kohli, but this man will play the key role of trying to tackle out the spinners at good pace. Liam Livingston, 3 matches, 100 runs and 3 wickets versus GT, and at Chinnaswamy, 2 matches, 28 runs. Not too much to talk home about. लियम लिविंगस्टन के साथ आप ये देखेंगे कि he'll play one or two big knocks that will take RCB towards the finishing line, but उसके अलावा maybe not too much. That will be a key concern, but he can contribute with a few overs, especially if RCB are playing the extra batter. Krunal Pandya last game में इन्होंने सिर्फ एक ही ओवर डाला, so that puts you of course in a conundrum because पहले गेम में इन्होंने 4 ओवर डाले, took a lot of wickets at Eden Gardens. Then he comes to Chennai and he does not bowl, he just bowls an over. So it does make it tricky because on a slower track he bowled much lesser. Jitesh Sharma, 4 matches, 77 runs. Again, this track should suit him. He should be able to play GT की spin bowling काफी well. And याद रखिए that the short square boundaries will suit the kind of big hitting he goes for. But similar sort of problem that you have with Rinku Singh कि they try to go one shot too many and वहाँ पे उनका wicket जल्दी गिर सकता है. But in grand leagues, of course, a top pick. Remember to join in on XL11, a top investment and points leaderboard waiting for you. तो अगर आपको ग्रैंड लीग्स खेलना पसंद है, then remember to get into the points leaderboard. And अगर आप बहुत सारे small leagues join करते हो, then the investment leaderboard is tailor made for you. फिर चलते हैं towards Tim David. He started his IPL career here and he's back here again. 5 matches, just 62 runs to show for versus GT, and at Chinnaswamy also. Not too much to speak home about, but of course, अगर पहले batting करते हैं, if you're expecting him to get some game time, in that case, he'll give you a good amount of value. Bhuvneshwar Kumar, 4 matches, 7 wickets versus GT, and at Chinnaswamy, 4 matches, 4 wickets. Of course, against GT, he had that big bowling spell. I don't remember kitne wickets, but it was I think 3, 4 or 5. But काफी wickets वो एक innings में थे. उसके अलावा it's been a balanced record. He'll not be a straightforward pick क्योंकि यहाँ पे in the air कोई भी movement नहीं मिलती. And hence against Gill and Sai, it will not be that easy for you to pick him up front. Yash Dayal, 2 matches, 2 wickets versus GT. Of course, pehle he would play for GT. 8 matches, 11 wickets at Chinnaswamy, so a decent record here. And again, has the ability to move the ball, but kya aap inhe pick karenge against a top order that is stable? Not in small leagues, maybe in a few grand league teams, agar he's bowling first and you expect something off the track. Josh Hazelwood, of course, if there's somebody who can trouble Gill with that ball going away of a hard length, that's Josh Hazelwood for you. 2 matches, 2 wickets at Chinnaswamy, but you can expect much better from him against a team that he might favor because अगर उनके top order में 1-2 wicket जल्दी गिर जाते हैं, then he'll be one big player for you to watch out for, and that is Josh Hazelwood. Suyash Sharma, 2 matches, 1 wickets versus GT, and at Chinnaswamy, 3 matches, 4 wickets. Again, spin friendly ground है नहीं. That does not mean कि ये wickets नहीं लेके जाएंगे, but if you have to take opportunity and go by the stats, I don't think he'll be your first pick. Devdutt Padikkal, he's played at Chinnaswamy and versus GT, 6 matches, 75 runs. याद रखिए, he's also a local Karnataka boy, so he'll know the conditions decently well, but of course, not too much to speak home about, and recent form B does not favor him. Now we'll move towards the Gujarat Titans versus RCB. You have Jos Butler, 10 matches, 397 runs and 56 key average. Of course, an excellent record. And at Chinnaswamy, 2 matches, 58 runs, so a decent record. And of course, he'll walk straight into your team without a doubt. Shubman Gill, 12 matches, 299 runs. And yaad rakhiye, at Chinnaswamy, he has that big century, 3 matches, 109 runs at 175 ki strike rate. So you can expect big things from him on this venue. But yaad rakhiye, he's been troubled before by Bhuvneshwar Kumar, and a bowler like Josh Hazelwood can trouble him. So if you're making those 8 or 10 Grand League teams, मैं कहूँगा आपको 1-2 teams से definitely इन्हें छोड़ के देखिएगा, because against Hazelwood, it will not be as straightforward as it seems. Sai Sudarshan, another player who is very stable, but again will match up in similar scenarios against Bhuvneshwar Kumar. 3 matches, 110 runs versus the RCB, 55 ki average, so decent record, and will walk into your small league teams. Glenn Phillips, 1 match, 5 runs versus RCB. Nothing to show for at Chinnaswamy. If he plays and if he's batting in the top 4, मैं definitely नहीं pick करूँगा. Shahrukh Khan, 6 matches, 142 runs and 152 की strike rate. Decent strike rate at Chinnaswamy. Also one knock of 37 odd runs at a strike rate of 154. So decent numbers to show for in terms of strike rate, but opportunity कितनी मिलेगी? That is the key question. Similarly with Rahul Tewatia, 9 matches, 170 runs, and at Chinnaswamy, 3 matches, 40 runs. Of course, with the amount of all-rounders and bowlers that you have to pick from, he will also not be a straightforward pick for you in small leagues. Sai Kishore ने काफी impress किया in the tournament till now. At Chinnaswamy, just 1 wicket. Of course, the pitch is not going to suit him straightforward, but RCB have some right-handers. And especially अगर GT ने एक बड़ा score set कर दिया, then don't be surprised if Sai Kishore is right in the game. Sundar, of course, opportunity to play yet. It's surprising how an Indian player walks into an Indian 11 but yet does not get space in IPL teams. Washington Sundar is a key example of that. 2 matches, 3 wickets at Chinnaswamy, not too much to speak home about. Grand Leagues में if he's bowling second एक दो teams में try करके देखिएगा. Rashid Khan again versus RCB, not the best record, and neither at Chinnaswamy. So it'll be interesting to see how this game goes for him. Last time they played, Will Jacks ने इनका क्या हशर किया था वो आपको याद दिलाने की कोई जरूरत नहीं, even though Will Jacks does not play for this team anymore. 8 matches, 18 wickets. Kagiso Rabada, he'll be the key bowler to watch out for. Not too many days that somebody overshadows Rashid Khan in terms of numbers. And at Chinnaswamy, 2 matches, 6 wickets. So, of course, the matchup's working for him, and Kagiso Rabada can be your player to watch out for. Mohammad Siraj playing against RCB after 6 years, and at Chinnaswamy, of course, he'll be one of your most experienced bowlers. 16 matches, 21 wickets. ये जानते हैं इन conditions को in and out, and he'll of course start in your 11, especially if he's bowling first and is expected to bowl a few overs in the 10th. Prasidh Krishna, ये काफी underrated रहेंगे at this venue, but do keep in mind that he's a local boy here. He knows the conditions well. 9 matches, 8 wickets versus RCB, and at Chinnaswamy, in terms of local T20s, just one game, though he's played a lot of other zonal cricket here. अब चलते हैं towards the matchups for this game before we get to the fantasy team. Liam Livingston versus Rashid Khan, 4 dismissals, strike rate of 155. Kohli versus Rabada, 3 big dismissals, and you'll have to watch out for that matchup again. Shubman Gill versus Bhuvneshwar Kumar, again 3 dismissals, and that strike rate is sub par of 110, जिसका ये मतलब है कि he's kept him quiet. Also keep in mind Virat Kohli has also been kept quiet by Rabada, even though one of those dismissals only is in the power play. Power play maybe इनका strike rate versus Rabada is only 96 odd. Gill versus Hazelwood, 12 of 12 and 1 dismissal, and उसके अलावा Padikkal versus Siraj, 17 of 14 and 2 dismissals. अब चलते हैं towards the fantasy team. Now let's get to the fantasy team for this game. We'll start with the keeping section जहाँ पे आपके लिए Josh Butler and Phil Salt, 2 key choices who will start straight for you. चाहे आप XL11 पे खेलो या Dream11 पे, they'll be 2 straightforward choices. From the batting section, Virat Kohli, Shubman Gill, both will be straightforward. So will be Rajat Patidar because of his spin game. Sai Sudarshan, अभी के लिए मैं थोड़ा सा 50-50 हूँ. Based on the pitch and the toss, will take a call. Liam Livingston, because the batting track is expected to be, he will start, though his matchup against Rashid Khan is not the best one. Bowling section says Josh and Rashid both will be straightforward picks. Rashid because of some positive matchups, and Josh Hazelwood again expected to suit the track. Mohammad Siraj because of his past experience here, and Kagiso Rabada because of his good numbers on the track. अब बात की जाए लास्ट पिक की, इफ यू वांट टू गो सेफर यू कैन गो विद साई सुदर्शन, बिकॉज ऐसे टाइप के प्लेयर हैं कि इवन व्हेन इट्स नॉट हिज डे ही इज गोइंग टू ग्राइंड इट आउट एंड गिव यू दोस रन्स. अगर आपको थोड़ा ज्यादा रिस्क लेना है तो इफ ग्लेन फिलिप्स इज प्लेइंग एंड इज प्लेइंग 2 डाउन, ही विल डेफिनेटली बी worth picking. So अभी के लिए I'm going with Sai Sudarshan, though based on the toss and based on the pitch we will make a change here. Krunal Pandya, of course, is definitely based on the number of bowlers that RCB is playing. अगर वो 4th या 5th bowler है, then in that case you can expect him to bowl a few more overs than usual. Captaincy, vice captaincy choices की बात की जाए तो I feel because of keeping backup and a good batter, Josh Butler is an excellent choice. Captaincy choice की बात की जाए तो Virat Kohli is a stable choice, but keep in mind that the matchup will play against him. So I don't think there's a safe captaincy choice. So we will reveal our captaincy choice tomorrow on Telegram @FantasyCrickPro. Don't forget to join in there for all the final teams and updates. And now let's get into our Grand League picks for this game. First up, our low select dark horses, Sherfane Rutherford and Kagiso Rabada. Kagiso Rabada, of course, also features in my primary team, and he will be another important pick even in your base side. High select dropless bomb, Sai Sudarshan, of course, based on the kind of way that he bats up top, and starting में जो bowlers हैं in the form of Josh and Bhuvi will not be easy to tackle. Krunal Pandya, of course, आप जानते हैं because he's not bowling as many overs and batting भी काफी low कर रहे हैं, so that will be a huge opportunity problem in case he's been used in the previous set of games. Before we end the preview, we'll also cover a few Grand League teams and scenarios that you can play with in this game. तो बात करते हैं and let's move straight towards that. तो अगर आपको Grand League की टीम बनानी है, how will you move with that and आप कौन से players को यहाँ पे pick करेंगे, we'll figure that out. तो पहला जो scenario ये था that if Kagiso Rabada comes into the game, in that scenario Siraj and Prasidh Krishna will become equally useful, and then you'll take a risk on your RCB top order with Josh Butler slotting in, and आप यहाँ से मिडल ऑर्डर से रजत पाटीदार को ले लेंगे, and you'll expect Jitesh Sharma to do some scoring अगर वो जल्दी आते हैं. In that scenario, Krunal Pandya also becomes equally important. And then you can stack up your GT top order क्योंकि आप expect कर रहे हैं a easy chase because you're expecting some early wickets. Also, if you want to go for some backup, of course, Rashid Khan is one pick, but your key backup choice here can be your extra GT bowler. अगर ईशान शर्मा यहाँ पे खेलते हैं, he might be that choice. So this is one Grand League scenario, assuming there's a RCB collapse on the card. Up we go the other way because we've also seen that there are some interesting matchups for Gill and Sai Sudarshan. And if RCB is bowling first, in that case, Josh Hazelwood, Bhuvneshwar Kumar, and Yash Dayal will be those choices. And फिर आप risk लेंगे on your top two. Josh will still stay in the side. दो Bhuvi के सामने एक matchup है. The numbers are slightly old, and of course, Josh will give you keeping backup. अब इस सिनेरियो में आप लेंगे शर्फिन रदरफोर्ड को और ग्लेन फिलिप्स, one from the two whoever plays, and then you'll stack up your RCB top order with those players, and Particle will slot in. Also याद रखिए Rashid Khan does give you some sort of batting backup, so that does work in your favor. And your all-round pick, because you're expecting RCB bowlers to come and attack up top, इसका ये मतलब है कि Liam Livingston might not be used as much with ball or with bat, hence you can go with someone like a Shah Rukh Khan because he's batting in the middle order and he might be able to give you some value in case of a collapse. So this is another GL scenario जहाँ पे आप team बना सकते हैं. So these were two GL scenarios that I wanted to cover in this preview. I hope आप सभी को मजा आया हो. And I'll see you all very soon. Do remember to join us at the rate Fantasy Crick Pro on Twitter and Telegram for the final teams and updates. Hit the bell icon and stay tuned for further updates. Thank you so much for all your love and support.